The Capital Beltway, a tribute to today's fast-paced, high-tech society. It's hard to believe that just a stone's throw away lies another tribute, a tribute to an earlier time, a less hectic time. Forest Glen is an anomaly in this day of high-rise condos. Built along the railroad in the 1880s, it and other towns along the route served as a summer escape for heat-suffering Washingtonians. But unlike those other stops, Forest Glen hasn't changed very much with time.
When I was a little boy in this part of Montgomery County, it was a kind of a sleepy town suburb. Most of our shopping had to be done down in Washington on F Street and G Street, which required a streetcar ride downtown. Most of the movie theaters, we'd go downtown to see the movies. So it was really a sleepy, it wasn't a country town, but it was a suburban sleepy town. The Forest Glen itself has always been like you see it now, to the best of everybody's recollection. It's never really developed particularly at all. It's been a quiet community, including when the girls' school was located here.
Rick Nelson grew up around that girls' school, an area which today is the focal point of Forest Glen. Although it's now known as the Walter Reed Army Annex, it was once the National Park Seminary, a school established in 1894 for the wealthiest girls in America.
Chrysler of Chrysler Motor Products' daughter went here. Kraft of Kraft Cheese's daughter went here. Hershey's daughter. Warner Brothers, Warner's daughter went here.
A boarding school and a finishing school, the girls were expected to emerge with a well-rounded education, and that included exposure to architectural styles from different places and different times. There were 8 sorority houses, and each portrayed a unique architecture. The result has been described as a Gothic fairyland. The end of the National Park Seminary coincided with the beginning of U.S. involvement in World War II. The school became a convalescent hospital for soldiers, and in time, Forest Glen's residents worried that the area, which had become such a part of their community's identity, might be destroyed.
One of the plans in the early 1970s by the government was to tear all this down. And the citizens, the civilian citizens, had all this put on a historic landmark. There's a lot of organization and togetherness in that community, surprisingly. And it's nice. It's very nice. People know each other they know who their neighbor is. And they like to keep it that way. And I think anybody that has that luxury does want to keep it that way.
Welcome to downtown Forest Glen. Some modern hustle-bustle, but mostly a quiet reminder of the past. What was once an old hotel of questionable repute is now the area's only office building. And what was once Forest Glen's general store is still Forest Glen's general store, with a good old-fashioned feel to it. No schools, no department stores, just quiet streets and homes. For people passing through, that might not mean much, but for those who live here, it means a great deal.
People have lived here for years, and this station's been here for 25 years, and regular customers come in. You wouldn't really know it's here if you didn't drive through Forest Glen. you know, the hustle and bustle of Silver Springs and Wheaton, everybody goes right on by it and doesn't know that it's here.
I've never been in a community that had quite the mix of people that this community has, and it's really nice. It's a very pleasing feeling to know that there's such a variety of backgrounds and interests.
The residents of Forest Glen aren't ignoring the future. The recent completion of a metro station attests to that. What they are doing is simply enjoying a sense of the past, and that's something they'd hate to give up.
We've lived here for 22 years, and we're not about to move yet.
I don't think I'd really want to live anywhere else. I'm very happy, very rooted to this area. Every little stone and twig is kind of a friend, if you know what I mean.
Not all of us are fortunate enough to know just what that means. Not all of us have home as a meaning of a word that is the same for the people in Forest Glen. But it is home nonetheless. Or is it?